Okay, hello. Hi, everybody. Now we are live. Let me see that it's working. The sound's working. Yeah, I think it's working. Okay, here we have.
Microphone check 1 2 1
Yeah,
2.
Hello,
perfect.
hello.
We have some dude and Agent Solas with us. So today we're gonna talk about the tools that the club has created to help the community. And we're going to talk about Star Atlas, of course, and we're going to talk about the last things about Star Atlas. And, well, we're going to go and talk about whatever we think while we talk about these things. But let's get started. So, Agent Solas, what tools do we have in the club?
Yeah, so in the club we have Pit Stop, which is pretty famous. That will resupply your ships in one click rather than every fleet you have to click on. And then it's also one click claim, so you could claim all your fleets in just one click, and it's free for the community. You could see your fleet power score.
Well, let's explain real quick, like what you mean by one click, because I mean maybe there's people that are going to watch that don't really understand what we're talking about. So, like, what do you mean by one click?
Yeah, so instead of like going to the Star Atlas website and clicking every single fleet you have, like, all right, I have 200 air bikes, I have 3 X5s, I have 20 X4s. Like, you have to click each and every fleet to resupply them and to claim the Atlas. Well, with Pit Stop, it's all wrapped in one fleet, so you'll be able to claim all your Atlas in one single click, along as with different kind of resupplies. You could fully stock your resupply. You could optimize it for whatever, and you could just resupply the fuel, the ammo, food.
Which one do you guys do? Like, are you an optimal resupply guy, or I'm personally, I do full tanks.
I do full tanks, yeah.
But what about you, Kep?
Yeah, I think full tanks maybe it's working a little better for me because even if you use optimal, in the end the rate is the same, so it's going to consume it in the same speed, the same way. It's just that it doesn't take the optimal calculation doesn't take more of the rest of the resources before it needs the resources. But in the end, it's gonna use it in the same rate, so you can do it actually in both ways and get the same results, unless you have just unless you are short of resources, for example, right?
I mean, you can even buy your resources from Pit Stop, which is pretty mind blowing. I do full tanks. And what happens is like I have a few that are less than 24 hours timers, and Jeeves always ends up resupplying those before I can get back in time. So then I'll just come and I will do a full tank and then just dump it. But my favorite thing about the Pit Stop, and I don't know if you can see this anywhere else, is the firepower. So it tells you, like, it combines the total firepower of your entire fleet and gives you a number. And every time I buy a new ship, I'm like, yeah, okay.
It bumps up a little bit.
Keep on climbing. Keep on climbing.
Yep.
I got the Pit Stop website open right now. And, it's also like I was saying, today is the first day I actually used in-game currency to buy some ships.
Awesome.
And to do that, I came and I was looking at the Pit Stop. I went to in the pending rewards and just hit the claim all button, because it also lets you just take all your rewards instead of going one by one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just hit claim all and then boom.
Way faster.
I bought two Unabombers.
Nice.
I mean,
Cool.
it's just a basic. It's a motorcycle that's riding on a gigantic bomb.
I like them.
Gotta
I'm
have gotta
building
have some.
I'm building a fleet of them, like a
Hey,
little
if you have
swarm bomber fleet.
if you have the
Get
link,
some space stations.
if you have the link right there, you can paste it in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, for everybody. So, yeah,
Hey, we got somebody come from Colombia.
yeah, he's usually a friend in Spanish in live streams. Obras Land Art Design. Hello, everybody. Greetings from Colombia. Hey,
Hey, Obras.
welcome. Nice to see you here.
Never been to Colombia. I wish I could.
Let me see.
That would be awesome.
Okay, yes, it's
And
showing.
it's cool. Pit stop is completely free. There's no fee or anything like that to
Yeah.
use. And
It also tells you how many, like, so on the top, once you connect your wallet, it tells you how much resources you have left. It's super cool.
mhm.
Like, I didn't even know this kind of thing was possible.
Hmm.
Like, Lloyd, I don't know how they do it, but man. Oh yeah, and it tells you the number of ships that you have for everything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Making some pretty cool tools for sure.
the Gladiator saying Star Atlas to the moon.
yeah.
one of these days, it's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
One of these days,
One of these days.
we'll be on vacation on the moon in Star Atlas.
Yeah, it's only 4 to 6 weeks. You know, that's the key here. We don't really know exactly when.
When's Gladiator gonna have his guardian party on his ship? That's what I want to know.
Cool.
He bought a guardian.
Cool
been
ship.
Watching his YouTube. Good little short clips.
Nice.
So what's the next tool?
Yeah, that's the thing that really is difficult to imagine when you think how can they do it? How did they do it? Because it's already done. So it's the auto resupply, automatic resupply, and that's really amazing. And most people, or maybe even all the people, thought it was not possible. So
oh, it's possible.
Yeah, it's live.
It me all the time because every single day my stuff would stop working if I didn't have it. Oh, here's the pup.
Hey, Signos Murasaki, saludos, bienvenido. Just a little hi in Spanish. Gladiator, let's go. Everyone is invited. Cool. Don't forget about it now. We're gonna go for sure. Nice ship. So the auto resupply, is the combination with pit stop. What really makes it amazing for me. Only the auto resupply by itself, it's amazing, but the combination of both, it's like you have it all for score. And you said pit stop is free. Auto resupply is not free, but it's not really needed all the time. If you use pit stop, auto resupply is not doing anything, unless
I gave auto resupply 3,000 Atlas like 6 months ago, and I still have 2,400 or something.
Yeah,
like it takes out a fraction each time it needs to buy some food, basically.
Yeah.
So how does auto resupply work? Agent Solas?
So as what I understand, it's it resupplies all your ships, whatever is within 30 minutes of when it's 30 minutes of not resupplying anymore, right? When your ships are empty, within 30 minutes, so it resupplies that one source. Like, all right, so like let's just say your food is 30 minutes from depleting. It just resupplies the food, and it takes a 20% fee. But as far as I know, it takes the 20% fee in food. So like whatever Atlas you spend on food, it takes 20% of that. So most of the time, like how much is food, like to resupply that ship with food, it's maybe one atlas. Like, you know, I don't think it would be, it's not a huge fee at all. And then I think
No.
I think I forgot who did it, but someone did the math. If you wait like an hour, 2 hours, you already made up the amount. You know, if your ship goes down for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, it already
You're losing
makes
money.
up that whole amount. Yeah, you're already losing money, and it makes up that fee within that first hour or two. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, it resupplies your ships when you're on vacation, long work hours, or like the air bikes. I think it's 22 hours, not even 24 hours.
Yeah.
So I refuel my ships with pit stop every day, and Jeeves, they resupply the air bikes, the hours I can't make it, but yeah, the combination of the two are amazing.
Yeah.
Really a stress reliever.
With pit stop, we have different strategies, as we said before, for the resupply. But auto resupply uses the optimal strategy, the optimal way to resupply. So it only takes the minimum amount of the resources to have the most time of the ship working, and giving you rewards. So it only resupplies when it's under 30 minutes of resources left, one of them at least, as you said, and it uses the optimal resupply strategy. So the thing is that what I usually do is I resupply them manually or using pit stop. In this case, using pit stop, it's much better, of course, because with only one click you do it. And then whenever you forget, or whenever you can't, or whenever you don't want to do it manually, the bot is having your back.
Jeeves is the way.
Yeah, Jeeves.
Life gets in the way, man. So you got to do what you got to do.
But it only works when you don't do it yourself. So if you don't want to pay the fee for the auto resupply, you just go and do it with pit stop or manually, and Jeeves, the bot, is not gonna do anything with the auto resupply. It only works.
Wallet.
Yeah, no
you
wallet,
don't have to
by the way.
Connect the wallet at all. Yeah, no, that's the big thing. Everybody's scared with connecting wallets. There's literally no wallet connectivity whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know how they pulled that off either. Like,
I think it's Solana. Like, that's a perk of Solana.
You had to verify your wallet and connect it, and I mean, then you were kind of tangentially a part of the club. But now it's just, if you want to use it, you're about to go on a trip or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's more because of the contract, the contract and the blockchain in this case, but the contract allows for someone else to resupply any ship. The thing is that they did it this way with Jeeps resupplying our ships, but at first we all thought that it was not possible, that only you should be able to resupply your own ships, but they found a way. They found a way to do it.
And a lot of people
find a way.
Yeah, a lot of people get hung up on the 20% fee, and it's not the fee's not what you're like. Let's just say you go to pit stop and you claim all your Atlas. On Jeeves, like, it's not like a 20%. Hey, you're getting 20% of whatever that ship makes. No, it's only 20% of the Atlas spent on those supplies. So if you spend 10 Atlas, you're only
realistically that money is what's keeping the services running. Right?
Yeah,
like nothing on chain is free.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, the clubs, the websites, all the stuff, like, there's a lot of money in that.
Yeah, so, I believe Jeeves is, the auto resupply pays for the Jeeves bot to do the auto resupply, right? But I think the club eats fees for pit stop and everything like that. But I think that's what Lloyd and Vlad, made the club for, to help the community out.
Yeah, as far as I know,
out.
it's like these fees are not even paying the cost of maintenance. So we're not talking about the developing costs. So it's not even enough for the maintenance. It's like actually the club did it like a way to give something to the community, and at first to give something back to the members of the club, but then it's contributing to the community. So that's awesome, because it really costs money.
Yeah,
it also kind of shows an example of what is possible, like the kind of tools that we can expect coming from other, like who knows what the next guild will think of.
Well, yeah, all these guilds are making things as well. It's a community effort. But yeah, I feel like the club founders, they're making all these tools, and hopefully everybody thinks club is a respectable guild and making all these tools for people. So it's pretty cool. And then just looking at the Gspot, resupply is not the only thing he does. Gspot in the Discord is our guild bot, obviously. There's also a cool little YouTube Lloyd posted of Jeeves dancing. If you haven't seen that,
Jeeves can dance. He's becoming quite the little AI show.
Yep. Jeeves is part of Augie and Jeeves YouTube. It's pretty cool.
It's part of the lore.
Yeah, it's part of the lore. Yeah. So the cool things the bot could do in the Discord, you could ask him a question. You could ask him about your resupply stats, verify your wallet, connect your wallet, check your balance, check your club fleet score, your club inventory, club tokens. So check how much does the club have of Polus? How much does the club have of Atlas? What's the fleet of the whole club guild? So there's so much Jeeves can do. Let me look what other trying to. It has Jeeves is working with Midjourney, so you could even do Midjourney on here. Let's see, fleet stats, fleet supplies, referrals. You can see who referrals who. Fleet firepower, leaderboards. Let's see what else.
I can't wait until we can put names on our wallet addresses. Like, I have no idea who 8BMWVX4 is, but I want his wallet.
I think I know whose that is.
I don't want to. 1.14 million.
I believe that's a club members too, but I don't want to dox them. Yeah,
maybe
that is a club members. I don't want to dox them, but yeah, you could even post a story with the Gspot into the club guild's Discord, which is pretty cool. And that's another small caveat. Like, there's a bunch of people writing lore in the club channel. The Malderon series. There's a bunch of people writing a bunch of great things that are really good read. But
yeah, and the thing is that right now, even before we actually have a game, startless and all that, we already have a bot that does so many things that it's amazing. So imagine when we finally get the game running and more things become available. So we're gonna have a lot of tools, because that's one big important part of the club, creating tools for the club's members, and also, when possible, for the community.
Yeah. Well, even Grist, sorry, Grist and Lloyd, they made that Medium article about Vanguard, and a lot of it wasn't just made up story. It was actually stuff the Vanguard Squadron did, you know, and where we came from, and like how the club had an EV clan that did really well, so they incorporate those in the lore. So every chapter of this, what we're doing now, even before the game, is lore before the game even comes out. These little squadron games we play on Wednesdays, or the Stellaris games we play with other guilds right now, we're incorporating that and making a lore story behind it. It's really cool.
I can't wait until we have real, like,
Don't worry, don't worry.
Sick 'em.
I
Sick
usually
'em.
I usually get my kid. I usually get my kids visit something like that. He's coming and doing all that stuff. Now you have your dog doing the same, but doesn't matter. This is life. This is life.
Some people think I'm crazy for getting a puppy, but I'm just like, well, one, I forgot how hard it was. Like, I haven't had a puppy by myself in a really, really long time. But
yeah,
he's so damn cute. I just love him. What can I say?
Yeah.
But
That's
what I was
good.
trying to say is, like, I can't wait until, like, like, there's a news story for real, like Vanguard Squadron called out to save, whoever, and they took some heavy losses, but were victorious. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be awesome,
and you're gonna be able to verify all those stories and ships on the blockchain. Hey, they used this ship for this mission, and that's a ship belonging to the Vanguard Squadron, and they did this mission. So everything you can check on chain, and then, like, for example, I got this Empires of. Oh, it's not coming through on there. Empires of Eve, right? It's a book like of a video game people made of, like, all the wars and stuff like that. Someone's gonna make a Star Atlas book about all the wars, about the club, about Vanguard, about it's gonna be crazy times.
We're gonna be on the History Channel show someday.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I think
Seriously.
we are gonna have the History Channel also.
Back
No.
during the Atlas Wars.
No, it's gonna be good. But by the way, last time we already talked about Vanguard, but maybe you can talk like a summary recap about Vanguard for what is Vanguard for the rest of the people who don't know yet. What is Vanguard, Solas?
Yeah, let me pull up the poster, but pretty much we're a elite fighting squadron. The closest thing I would say to is, like, the Blue Angels or the Red Arrows for the UK people. And we compete, we recruit, we're the flagship squadron trying to recruit, and we're highly publicized, for recruiting purposes, and we're currently training, and before this game even comes out, we're doing fleet battles, learning how to take out capital ships, dogfighting, all of that. We're playing multiple games, so we're gonna be a pretty good squadron. But our roles are pretty much to represent the club's values, support members and allies, showcase club pilot skills, aid recruitment to the club, and assist defense and diplomacy. And right now we have me, Lloyd, Grist, Kepler, and some nude. So there's 3 of us on this chat right now. We're gonna recruit till 12 people only. So there's going to be a maximum of 12 people. That is it. And our Vanguard squadrons, Socius, Terrace, hostibos. I'm not very good at Latin, but
Not easily.
Comfort to allies, terror to enemies.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's what it means. Some dude made that. About the galaxy was reeling from the devastation of the Convergence War, but little did they know that a new conflict was brewing. The Call of Iris, the insidious pull of all sentient beings, brought the factions once again into the medium risk zone. The Jorvik held the reins of power, but as they crumbled, a power vacuum was left in their wake. The medium risk zone descended into anarchy and destruction, leaving many longing for the return of the Jorvik's cruel stability. But from the chaos rose the club's Dax Vanguard, a squadron of the most dedicated and skilled pilots. They banded together with a singular mission to restore order and bring prosperity to the medium risk zone, transforming it from a lawless wasteland into a bustling hub of commerce and trade for all factions. The Vanguard stood as a shining beacon of hope in the galaxy plagued by conflict.
Damn, we got a lot to live up to.
Yep.
We have a lot to do. A lot to do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it's gonna be amazing. And one of the good things for me, well, it has a lot of good things, obviously, but one that I like a lot is that we get to train with other people also, and to make allies, friends even. So we are not trying to compete in a bad way. Sometimes I don't know how to say it exactly. It's not about English or not, but you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
we're not trying to be aggressors, but we have to train, and we're gonna defend ourselves and our allies when necessary. So we're gonna be ready, but we are open and friendly. So
Yes.
hey, King. Hey, hi everyone. Good to see you guys again. Late today, just went to the gym. Awesome. Nice to have you here.
How are you doing, Ace King? I just posted a Medium article on the website, on the YouTube channel, so you guys can check it out if interested. But
Where?
has our story and everything
not...
about it, so it's pretty nice.
I didn't see it, bud. Are you sure
you didn't?
I don't see it either.
In the YouTube chat, you don't see it?
Yeah, no.
Let me do it again.
While I got everybody here today, I really want to talk about what happened with the US dollar coin and, the reaction in the galactic marketplace. Before I give my opinion, I want to know what you guys think about what happened and like how the reaction to it went. Cap, you want to start?
Yeah, I was going to bed that night and I was almost getting asleep, and then I just checked my phone and it was like, what is happening here? Everybody was saying something like this is crazy, this is huge, and yeah, suddenly it was like a Titan ship was sold for $5, 5 USDC. And some tank ships were sold for 100 USDCs, I think. Yeah, and then I think some other ships also were sold very cheap. And then, yeah, it was like, okay, Startless was fixing it very fast, very fast. And they found the mistake very fast, and they fixed it. And the good thing is that Solana allows for some kind of actions, or kind of actions that whoever creates an NFT can still do regarding those NFTs. So it was like the solution was to turn them into legacy NFTs. That's what I heard. Yeah, is that right?
Well,
they created. I think they created a new.
What I was talking about was when they shut the marketplace down, and you could only trade in Atlas for, I think it was like a day or a day and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was because of another thing, because of the bank, and because of the the problem with USDC. Maybe you were asking about that, and I
Yeah,
was.
that's what I was talking about because
Then I got it
we
wrong.
had a major bank collapse in the
Yeah.
U.S.
Yes.
and
It's not going to be last.
that caused because USDC is always supposed to be equal to $1. But during this collapse, something happened where USDC the price started to fluctuate, and I was really like, so I was watching it, and then I saw the announcement on Star Atlas that hey, we're shutting the USDC marketplace down, and I was like, damn, because they had just posted the episode 5 of the core, and they had to do this, and I was like, that to me that showed really good ethics.
Yeah.
But because one, it costs them money to do that because a lot of the trades are happening in USDC, and then they get the DAO and stuff gets their cut off that. So for them to shut it down to protect the players, I was really impressed. And actually, the way how fast they got it back made me excited. I was like, because this is not kind of thing that I've been worried about in the future, like how ancillary stuff can affect what we're doing. But they were right on top of it. They got it shut down, and then as soon as it was stable, everyone stopped freaking out. They turned it back on, and I did notice though, like for a little while, like I had gone way up on the leaderboard. Right? Like I was like, oh shit, now I'm like 110, 105. And now I'm back down to where I was for like 490 something.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I thought it was cool.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I heard the news and I rushed to my computer and I checked. I think I lost like $15 because it, depegged and went down a little bit. Switched it all to Atlas. Then they took it off, all the USD off. So I usually buy my ships in USD DC because it's just stabler and whatever. But so I switched it all to Atlas, and I just kept it there. But when they took off the USDC, I think that's actually maybe a good thing. I know they re-put USDC back on the marketplace, so you can now buy ships back on USDC. Yeah. But I still don't think it's pegged to $1. I still think it's like $99. It's close to $1. Yeah. 99 cents. It's close to $1. But they put it back on the marketplace. But I'm keeping in mind in Atlas now. But imagine if they had the marketplace in only Atlas. So people would have to hold Atlas. And I don't know. I personally think that might actually help the coin a little bit. You see, Atlas and Polus, they recently got a little price jump. I think that's from everybody transferring from USDC to Atlas or Solana or Polus, So
yeah, but there's one important point there. They already explained sometimes that they actually need to pay salaries and they pay the rest of the people, and they don't pay in Atlas. So at least not yet. Maybe in the future, yeah. So yeah, maybe in the future, but not yet. So they actually need USDC, and that's the main reason they already say about it. And yeah, just to finish what I was saying before, because I thought you were asking about the other thing, because it was also something important. Star Atlas reacted very fast, and they fixed the thing with the Titan and the tank ships and all that. Just if someone else is worried about it because they heard what I said before, I want to clarify that. It's all fixed. Yeah. It's all fixed, and nobody bought a real tank ship or a real Titan or anything like that. So they are the real NFTs are still in the marketplace.
They're frozen.
Yeah. The old ones are legacy. Yeah, yeah, and thanks to the Star Atlas team reacting so fast.
Yeah, they froze those ships, and and then they supposedly refunded the wallets that bought those ships, they refunded their money and froze those assets, so they won't be able to use them again. And I'm not sure. I'm assuming they just made more NFTs to make that limit amount, since they pretty much burned that one, so or modified that NFT. So there should still be 3 Titans available.
Yeah, Gladiator is saying that the FTX thing has taught the team to limit risk quickly when situations arise and secure the marketplace and the game in-game economy in the future. Yeah, exactly, and that's a very important lesson also. So the good thing is that from now on, Star Atlas is gonna be really, really careful with all those kind of things, right? So we learn some things.
Like, part of me, I feel bad for them that they have to deal with this, because it's hard enough to make a game.
Yeah.
Right. But then they've had, but the FTX deal was a nightmare. And I mean, we still haven't really recovered all the way from that. Like, people are still scared of crypto because of it. And then now, this. So I'm sure that there's some sleepless nights going over at Automata, but I appreciate it, and I'm sure that they'll keep hitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ice King is saying that he hasn't seen the market so crazy across all asset classes before. Yeah, it's about the bank, SVB. Yeah, Silicon Valley Bank. It got kind of crazy, but I think that it's not only crypto, of course. It's the economy worldwide. So
Right. I was going to ask you because we're having kind of a cascading issue in the States where we've lost the big ones, and then the second biggest was Signature Bank. And are you guys in Spain? Are you experiencing anything like this too?
I think not yet, but obviously some consequences, of course, yeah. But the, the banks are still not failing like that. But we never know. It already happened some years ago in 2008. So
Well, it's doing good for my portfolios.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm still able to withdraw money from my bank, but hey,
all my crypto stuff has gone up quite a bit over the last couple of days.
They like to print money, Bitcoin goes up.
I saw this guy saying that he's convinced that Bitcoin will be at 1 million in 90 days. I'm like,
Yeah, I seen actually like 3 people say that, but they actually, a couple people say that might be by like 2030, but I did see a few people say the 90-day thing. I do think in 90 days you're going to see it jump up quite a bit with all this bank fallout, because I don't think it's over yet. But yeah,
supposedly the catalyst will be if other countries start saying to hedge your, instead of putting your money in dollars, to put it into crypto of some kind. And if that happens, it'll just have a huge effect on the market, because if countries are buying it, like let's say India's got 1.2 billion people, right? If they start doing it, I mean, it'll be good for me. Maybe not so great for the U.S. economy, but
yeah. But some people and the government and institutions sometimes attack crypto because they don't really like something that they don't control. But the thing is that in this case, it's partially the other way around. So yeah, some things happen also in the rest of the economy and not in crypto, not specially or specifically in crypto. And that's good to balance things, I guess.
I love the people that argue that crypto is not real money. And I'm like, you think that the US dollar is real money?
Paper.
Like, okay, this is my argument why we should never have to pay taxes. Because if you can print it whenever the hell you want, why do you need mine? right? So I would say that crypto is more real than the dollar because at
Yeah.
least you know it, you know how much there is. Well, with Bitcoin specifically, you have a very limited amount of how many are available, and it's backed by you can track every single step, right?
Yeah, and I also in the past, money was backed by gold, but most of the cases not anymore. So it's only paper, and they print more paper whenever they want or they say they need, but it's paper in the end. So they just do it, they control it, and then we pay the consequences with the inflation. So
That's why our eggs are $5 a carton.
yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness. Like, I don't really shop, right? I go out to eat all the time, but I did recently go to the grocery store, and I was like, shit. Is it cheaper to go to a restaurant than it is to go to the
It
grocery
almost
store?
is.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
the McDonald's dollar menu is way cheaper.
It depends. Well, it depends on like what you get at the store and stuff. But like, I just got steaks the other day. I'm like, I could probably just went to a steakhouse and bought this, you know. But yeah, I feel like fast food is outrageous in the States. Grocery stores are outrageous in the States, but you like the regular sit down restaurants are still actually not that bad priced. Like you could go, I feel like you could go to Chili's or something and eat a good meal for less than the grocery store and the fast food. But
anyway.
but also you don't want to waste all that time. Also, you know, an hour to eat here, and so.
So I have changing the topic a little bit, but I have ready some of the last videos from Star Atlas. Yeah, I want to show this one. Let me. I think most people already watched it, but we can comment on it. This one here. Let me check the sound. Okay, yeah, it's good. What do you think about the ground races, and then the first person shooter that they already talked about? We don't know when they are coming yet, but I mean, not exactly, not exact dates. But what do you think about these kind of things regarding the project situation or success in the future, and the whole crypto economy and all these things?
I saw that video, and the most exciting thing to me was just that the showroom is getting a lot bigger, right? Like, so right now the showroom is one building, and it's kind of like a big circle, but it looks like they're adding quite a bit to it. And I think when this comes out, we'll also get combat. Like we'll be able to fight each other, and I'm excited for that. Once we can start engaging with each other in the game, then it's more like a real game, right?
Yeah.
And once you've got something that's exciting and fun, people will naturally come into it. I think that they're really getting the most out of the Unreal Engine. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
And like I was surprised even the way it is now when you get into the ship and your thrusters are auto moving and everything. I was like, wow, they got a lot of detail in there already, and we're still in the pre alpha stage. So I'm excited for it because it's a game, right? It's not, oh look, here's a way to use NFTs. This is actually something that should be fun, and it looks fun, and the ground racing I think looks exciting.
Yeah, it's good to hear your perspective, since you are coming from Star Citizen, and yes, I mean, at the beginning or for a long time, the roadmap didn't include all these things for Star Atlas. You know, the race the races were something that people asked about, and they were saying like, yeah, maybe someday, yeah, someday it's coming, but it's not a priority. Uh, it's not coming soon. We don't know when. And then first-person shooter was like a dream people had, but something like we don't even know if it's gonna come someday. And suddenly they just start working on it, and now it's coming. It's coming at least sooner than other things. It got prioritized. So from my point of view, what I understand, about it is that they this is a great move, and I think they really understand what is happening, and it's a good way to react to the situation, which was not at the beginning, and they need to adapt, and they are doing it because right now people are not coming for crypto as an investor, or you know, people who want to invest and who like crypto, they are already here. They're already here, or they're not coming if they don't like it, right? But I mean, it's not the right moment for new people to come to crypto in big waves of people. So how can you bring more people in, and what does the project need? And that's something playable, something that people can play, as some dude was saying. So I guess it's the right move to give something to all the people who we were here waiting, and we need something, but also for new people to come.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it. Score was, I like Score. Hey, make an investment and you stake it, you get your investment back over, a few years. So that was cool. But to bring real gamers, I think this is going to be a game changer. You're going to have Sage, hopefully soon. You're going to have the first-person shooter, hopefully soon. You're going to have this, combat racing Mario Kart style racing game semi soon. Between those three mini games, I think we're gonna have a huge bump in gamers, and I don't really, hey, the game might be 4 or 5 years down the road. I don't really care because I'll have something to do in the meantime, and I still could earn, and I still could play something. Like it's going to be interesting to have these racing matches, these FPS like Star Marine, like Star Citizen. You're going to have clan matches in FPS. Racing. Teams in racing. It's going to be really exciting. And Sage. You're gonna be just instead of playing Stellaris, you're gonna be playing Stage. Instead of playing Mario Kart, you're gonna be playing racing.
And remember, this is what Star Citizen did too, right? So Star Citizen, a long time ago, you could buy your ship and walk around in a hangar and look at your ship, and that was it. Then they added modules for flight, so then that was called the Arena Commander, and then that was just a space like combat game, but it was not a part of anything. It was just its own thing. And then they introduced Star Marine, which was the FPS module, and the difference is Star Citizen paid other people to do that work, whereas Automata is doing it all on their own. And I think that that's going to work out better because they can get it the way they want it now. Right. There was a lot of headaches with the way that the Star Marine and the Arena Commander work, and they're still buggy after 7 years. But this model works because Star Citizen is a $500 million game at this point, right? So if I worked at Automata, I would go and look at exactly what Star Citizen was doing, what the mistakes that they made, correct those mistakes, and follow the exact same model. right? They fund it by making new ships and skins, all this stuff. And the money is just pouring in. Like for instance, this 318 launch that just happened was a nightmare. You can't get in the servers, like, and if you do get in the servers, they're broke. They still pulled in $2 million, right? So if, I mean, you got to have money to fund this game. It takes the development, and they can be smarter about it because they don't have the same ego that Chris Roberts has, right? So they don't need to have 7 studios with their own mocap studio in Manchester and all this shit. Like but they do need money to create the assets to build the game. So if I was them, I would just be like, okay, this shit work. Oh, big spaceship, yeah, big boom. Okay, cool, yeah, we'll do that. Oh, people want to fight. Okay, yeah, we do that. And then once you have enough hype about the game, it just kind of starts rolling downhill. Now you're still going to get articles in, Kotaku saying what a scam it is and all this other shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, if people are in the game having fun and it's making money, good.
Yeah.
But I want them to succeed. That's why I buy. I'm not super invested in the story for the what is that the comic called?
Or
Yeah, the core. But I'm gonna buy them all because I want to support it. I want them to have enough funds to finish this thing. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, you said two things that are important for me. Let me see if I remember them while you were talking about it. No, but one thing you just said is that they need money to fund it, and how do you get money in Star Citizen? You get money by selling ships. Here you can sell ships, but you need to give people something to do with them, and that's where all these things come into play, because now you can use them because for a long time a lot of people have been waiting, and yeah, we can wait, but some people get bored or desperate and desperate. So yeah, I think it's good in that situation, and it's necessary to give all of us something to do with our ships. And then the good thing about what Sola said about the gamers coming, and he said something, I don't remember the words, but the thing is that yeah, maybe crypto investors or people who really are more in crypto don't wait so much. I mean, you can wait, but you are expecting to get something back, no? Some rewards in any way or something. But gamers, they just want to play. They don't really care about the rest of the things. If you just give something good to play, fun and good quality, they are going to be there, and they can wait 1 year, 2 years, 5 years if the game is good and getting better. And then that's as I understand it, that's the way to get everything back in good shape in economy in general, crypto or whatever. You the project's economy also, you get more time, you buy time that way, because people are coming not just for the crypto thing, because they like the game.
Yeah, I don't know. Give the people something to play, and then even if you buy ships right now, even with score, even though Sage is supposed to earn more or whatever, the more you play, the more you earn. But even if you buy ships now, you're gonna get your investment back plus some by the time the game's even out. So that's the cool thing, and you'll have something to play in the meantime.
Yeah,
I always suggest, like, hey, whatever you're gonna spend on Call of Duty or whatever video game you want to buy next, hey, just maybe put that much money into Star Atlas and play it, and you'll earn your investment back plus some. So
yeah. Yesterday,
go ahead.
okay. Yesterday I had a live stream about just playing Elite Dangerous and comparing it to some aspects or things in Star Atlas or theory crafting based on what we know about how can things be in Star Atlas in the future and so on. And at the end of the video, I was just, okay, now I have to go back and get my money, get paid, and then I realized, okay, this is the main difference for me in Star Atlas. We're gonna get paid with Atlas, which is real money. I just said, so like, okay, for real gamers, you don't need to worry about all other things, people getting scared or this FUD in general. But I mean, just think about it. If we can play something and have fun and then get paid in Atlas, which is real money, it's crazy. It's.
Do you think that people are going to get mad when score goes away? Right? Because like you actually have to play Sage, whereas with the tools from the club, score just you
Yeah.
can just keep it going. Do you think that some of the investment, like the people that are really all about investment, will start to drop out because they have to actually be active in Sage?
I don't think so. I think they're still gonna. I don't know. It depends. I think they're still gonna have all their fleet and score if they don't, plan on playing Sage. But why? I don't know. Why not play Sage? Sage is supposed to be making so much more than score, so might as well play Sage. But
But
you
you need
have
time.
people
Yeah, you need
that
time to
don't.
do.
Yeah, you don't. You have people that don't want to take that time and start at that little ship and then grow it, your reputation, and grow it to that capital ship they might own. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll get some cheap capitals. I don't know.
Yeah, in my case, I think because of the situation, a lot of people who are still in Star Atlas are really, because of the investment and because of the rewards, and some of those people can really get like not mad because they already know that it's coming and it was always gonna be like this. Sage is gonna come and we need to play, but they are gonna get kind of frustrated or whatever because they're gonna say, oh, now I have to really do something and use the time, and I don't even have the time maybe. So yeah, some people can get pissed because of that, but at the same time, most people know that it's gonna be that way, and that's part of the game. Yeah, and I think the rest of the people and all the people that will come in the future will love the game. So that's really huge compared to 2 or 3 people who can get pissed.
And also, people down the line, you're going to be able to rent. So those investors, I don't think really are going to dump their ships. They might just keep it in score, even if they don't want to game. But they'll keep them in score, and then when renting comes out, that will be huge for Star Atlas community, and the investors can stay in and collect their cut.
Gladiator says he's making 30 USD an
It's
hour
amazing.
every 10 days on the Guardian.
That's good.
I can give you my wallet address. Like if you want to get that off your hands,
Yeah.
I'd be totally happy to take that from you. So when do you guys think Sage is coming? Because we were told Q1.
Yeah.
Q1
10 days left. 10 days left.
Is over in 10 days.
Yeah.
So, and I haven't seen anything announcing that it's coming or it's close. So, have you guys heard anything?
Nope.
No. But based on history, what they usually do is in the last parts, the last events, the 4 to 6 live events, and so on. They usually announce it right when they are going to happen. So, like the same week or 4 days before, or something like that. So we never know. Maybe we get a surprise. Or the other thing, which I think is happening right now, is they realized and they are finding some things not so easy,
Yeah.
So I think in development, it's always the same. It happens all the time. I mean, you expect something to be the way that you think, and then some things that you didn't expect come to play, and then you need to do to fix something, or to extend the time, or just in this case, the good thing is they said Q1, but it was like not a fixed date. Yeah, it doesn't help people. We were expecting Q1, but actually they can say, okay, we didn't say it like a fixed date, and they are right. We both are right. I think they are right. It was not a fixed date, and we are right also, saying, okay, this is getting out of date, or
Yeah, like I personally take as long as you need to get it right. I don't want it to come out and be broken, and then because people need to have confidence.
Yeah.
Right. There's a lack of confidence in this entire sphere right now. So anything that comes out negative or has a problem when it launches,
Yeah.
it's just going to be a net negative for the whole project. So take your time, but just let us know where it's at, because I haven't heard anything about it in a
Yeah.
while. But I also haven't been able to watch the Brews, and I haven't been to a town hall in a while because just been really busy. So that's why I was genuinely hoping that you guys had heard something that I hadn't
They
heard.
haven't had a town hall in a while. The Brews, they really don't talk about it too much. I think it's fluent. It's ongoing. You know, they're going to start with movement first, scavenger hunt with
I'm gonna
epic
find that tank
awards.
ship.
Yeah,
I will find the tank ship because I want one bad.
I'll take a tank ship and then I'll swap it for maybe a C9 and
No way! Oh no! You gotta keep it.
a C9 and some other things, maybe, hopefully, but I like the C11, I like the C9, I like the tree arrow.
Yeah, but if you find the one tank ship that they put out to find,
I guess you would have to keep it.
It's a history.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a trophy. I'm better than all of them.
But you just name it the first, or
Yep.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be
hunt.
you're gonna be a huge thing in the lore. Yeah, if you find that tank ship.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll be like, some dude was a good guy, but he got a tank ship, and something happened. He became a pirate.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Pirate Spanker. That's the ship's name. I think that's someone's ship name in Elite Dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Before we close today, are we going to talk about Andre at all?
Yeah. So Andre, we're gonna try to get him on the show. Little different schedules, but whoever wants to join the show in the future, Ace King would be nice to have you. I talked to Andre, and we're gonna work something out with the schedule. It's a little different schedules, but we're gonna try to work something out. But Andre, Club Tools, he made his own tool, which is I don't really know too much about it, so I'll let him talk about it whenever he gets on. But he has a nice little thing. I have a few tokens of his. Andre's fleet sharing. So he pretty much has a bunch of ships. You can buy a token, and you're sharing these ships pretty much. And it's a trading bot, I believe. And he enters and exits these ships, and it's doing really well. And I'm not sure if he stakes anything. I got to learn more about it, but it's very nice. He has a Twitter on it, and I just found a Discord for it, actually, which is, I never even knew there was a Discord, so that's something new I've found today. But it's a nice little program he is. He's a crypto quant. He's made a very successful career trading crypto and other things, and now he's doing this. So I'm trying to get into it early. It's doing very well. I believe it's up to let me see if I have it. I believe it's up to 3% or something like that.
But I
It's
don't
up.
really, I don't understand completely what it is. Do you have a better, are you paying for so like, he's got this big fleet that's massive, and like you're paying for rights to use his ships, or
It's like a share
Yeah.
like
of the fleet.
like
Yeah,
a,
I don't
a
know the
share of the
details, but
community?
yeah, it's like a share. Like a bunch of tokens are representing the fleet, and you buy a part of that, and then you share their kind of rewards. But I don't know the details about all that. Yeah, we need
Yeah.
him to come and explain all these things in the right way.
Yeah, you could check out the token. It's the token is AFSEX, but
And
it's
that's
Andre's fleet share. AFSEX.sol, and as far as I know, it's a trading bot. Buy, hold, sell any time the tokens, and I believe he he I don't know if he stakes them or not, but he just buys and enters at the correct times with this bot that, I know he has had a pretty successful career trading on the Ethereum network with these bots. So I would,
smarter than me.
yeah, let me share his fleet sharing thing on Twitter.
Yeah, Ice King just explained more or less the same thing. Yeah, he has another portfolio besides his own portfolio. So that other portfolio is tokenized, and you can buy a token on Radium, and it represents a percent of his portfolio, share that you own, and you get rewards for that. Yeah, but I don't know the details about the rest of the thing.
Ace King's coming in clutch and helping us out here.
Awesome. Yeah.
I just know the token's doing amazing.
Yeah.
Good.
There are not really any dips, really. It's just a steady climb pyramid, but yeah. And then
yeah, we got nice people in the club.
yeah, tons of great minds.
Helping me out. Like he was like, "Hey man, let me introduce you to this guy," because he knows a lot of people, and I was like, "Man, I thank you. Like you just introduced me, you just came to help," and I was really impressed.
Yeah. Let's talk about one more tool, and then we'll call it the Explorer app.
Yeah, I posted the link before in the chat.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it again. Okay. Now, yeah, you can talk about it. Yeah, Agent Solas.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Explorer, you could check out. Let's see if I could pull it up. Actually, you can see how many players are in Mud, how many players are in Oni, how many players in Ooster. You can see, the Polus amount each faction holds, the Atlas each faction holds. You can see, the ship assets each faction holds. I believe you can see the collectibles and everything. I don't know if you can see the land yet, CSS land halves or anything like that. But
I don't think not yet.
No, not yet. Let me see. Sorry, I'm having a hard time pulling up. Come on.
Let me show it here.
Yeah, if you could show it. Anyways, but you could also look at what wallets have what. You can see all the transaction Jeeves are having on there. That's where you could sign up for Jeeves as well. Send that wallet, the Atlas, and it will start whatever wallet you send Atlas to Jeeves for through the Explorer. That's the wallet he's going to resupply. So don't send it if you have multiple wallets. Don't send from a wallet you don't use. But yeah, you can see all the wallets, all the transactions on the blockchain. It's pretty cool. Like you could use it as a spying tool. All right, hey, this first guy, look at how many ships he has, and then you could try to figure out who the top guy is. Like, all right, what wallet does this belong to? What guild does he belong to? You could kind of figure some things out if you're going to spend the time on it.
Doesn't it also tell you what the best market value ships are too? Like
Yeah.
which discounts are the best for the VWAP return?
Yep. Best. Yeah, it is. Best. The best prices and the potential earn for that ship through score, and the potential the burn for each. So very nice tool. Kind of
cool. And then you can see how many were sold and like what they sold for and all that stuff. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. They said way before my time, they said Mr. Beast was part of Star Atlas and bought like a bunch of posters, so you could try to go find that one address if you can.
Yeah, I'm having some problems today loading some things. I don't know why, some pages. Now it came up. Okay, so here we have, for example, staking stats. That means you can see the daily net yield or the daily rewards for every ship, and then the APR based on the VWAP, and all the things, like for example how many days without needing to resupply, and then what you were saying about the statistics, the wallets and so on, like Ace King, for example, if he's saying I use it to track NFT sales, yeah, that's amazing. First, you can check wallets and what each wallet has, for example, inventory, and you see what ships and what else this wallet has, and then you can go and look for here. This is what I use, and this is what Ace King was saying also. You can go, for example, and say R8, for example, and the peers R8. You get all the things here, the statistics, the data, the pictures, but you also have some tabs here, and the market info is where you get the trade history, and it's amazing because this gives you actually the real price that you can expect for a ship, and for me it's really useful. And then you have GIFs here. Well, in the home page you get I don't see it now, but it was here before, right before, but now it's coming. Okay, you get this banner, and when you click it, you go to this same page, and you get a start button here and a video, and everything is there. You anything you need, you can ask in the club's Discord anyway, but it's really simple. As Sola said, you just need to send Atlas from the right the wallet, the wallet that you used to stake the ships. So Gibbs knows which ships it needs to resupply.
Jeeves knows all. Dun, dun, dun. I made it's making fun of Lloyd. I said, Lloyd, are you trying to get something to take over, man? Is there anything this AI is not going to be able to do?
Jeeves is going to pilot his own ship. It's gonna be interesting. AI is crazy. It's gonna be able to do anything in the future. You're not even gonna know who's a real content creator or anything in the future.
Yeah. In the future, one of the things that the club wants to have is the club city. So I think Gibbs is gonna be important, managing everything in the city. Helping in every way.
Hey, before we go, Gladiator said, "What is the best choice of assets in the structure portion of the marketplace? Claim stakes, mining drill, power plants, or space stations?" And in my opinion, I think that the claim stake is the most important because if you don't have it, you can't put the other stuff anywhere. I don't
Yeah,
know. I mean, what do you guys? Do
exactly.
you think that eventually, like power plants will be more expensive than a claim stake? I think because the claim stake you can use it to build everything else.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but
they're all important.
Hmm.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I think it depends on the supply and the demand, you know.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
basically it's the claim stake, the what you need first, of course.
mhm.
I was
Yeah, go ahead,
excited
go
that
ahead.
when we bought, so as part of the promo or whatever, you bought
Yeah,
the claim stake. It came with everything you needed except for the space station. So
yeah,
like, so I bought space stations after the fact. I think I have 6 claims, and I think the space stations were like $30 a pop. I have
yeah.
no idea what they're going to be in the long run, but I know that the space station is going to give you access to crafting. So that
Mhm.
did seem really important, but it's useless if you don't have a claim stake to put it attached to.
Yeah. So like yeah, the I think the claim stake is probably the most important because you need that for the others, right? Uh I would say the second probably space stations because I don't think you need to have a claim stake to have a space station. I could be wrong. But yeah, the space station supposedly, crafting, but also the space stations are going to be able to mine gas is what they said. So
Uh,
you could put that space station in a gas heavy area, and that's what will mine for you. So I would say the space station is probably the second biggest after the claim. Um, and then of course the other one. They're all very important, if that's what you want to do in the game. But yeah, I would say
Because I
the
know,
claim and
like,
space station.
let's say you buy a claim stake now, like if
Hmm.
you can get a good deal on a tier 5 or whatever, it starts out with nothing,
Yeah.
or and then you have to build tier 1, then upgrade it to tier 2, then 3. No, 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 no. But they said you could take a tier 1 claim stake and eventually upgrade that to a tier 5, right?
Yeah, I think you could upgrade them. It might take a while, but I think you could upgrade them.
Hmm.
Due to the cost
So
difference, I hope it takes quite a while.
I
Like,
think it's like a long time
Yeah.
yeah,
because I did buy a bunch of just the base tier claim stakes, and then I bought a claim two, um, along with a space station, and it came with all the stuff. I think that promotion's over now. I believe though, where it
did you?
comes with everything.
I haven't gotten my stuff. Did you guys get your? I got
No.
the skins for the ships that I bought, but I did not
Mhm.
get the claim
Yeah,
stakes.
they haven't sent those out yet. I don't believe.
Hmm. Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
like that.
don't
Yeah.
think so.
When they do send them out, supposedly you could stake them and earn just like your ships and score.
They did say, like, yeah, soon you'll be able to stake your claims, and then you can start generating R4.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it seems like the chart that they had is like I'd need 1,000 claim stakes
Oh
to
yeah.
generate the R4 that
Yeah.
my stuff uses. So
So yeah, I don't think they're gonna earn much resources in score, but in Sage, when they're incorporated in Sage, that's when you're gonna start
matter,
getting quite a
matter.
quite a bit more because like you're still gonna have a bank a lot of R4 um, for that. So
Yeah, because they were not part of the plan for score, so they just added it like an extra. So it's a little thing there, but they are
Little bonus.
a main part. Yeah, exactly. They are a main part for Sage, and that's where they are really useful.
And as a combat guy, I'm gonna need to make a lot of R4 because I'm not gonna be able to generate enough for myself.
Yeah, that's where the economy comes in. Yeah, some people get the R4, some people buy it, some people do other missions. Yeah, a lot of different things that we will be able to do. That's the great part. Yeah, yeah, we can still see you, Solas,
Yeah, we can see you. Oh,
but yeah, but we
you
can't
copy.
hear you. Yeah, You're laggy. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I think we are ready to call it. And unless you want to say something else.
No, once again, I'd just like to thank your normal audience for tolerating our English, and
Especially mine.
yeah, and just I know that it can be a little frustrating because not everyone speaks English, but I appreciate it. And if you're looking for me, you can find me at somedude82sc on basically everything: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Awesome. Awesome. So, yeah, thank you everybody for being here with us. And if you like the video, or even if you don't like it, you can click it. It's free. Click that like button, and then you can subscribe and hit the bell also, and so you get notified for the next video stream or whatever. If you like other games like Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen, I'm gonna get into that also in this time that we used to wait. We are using the time to wait for Startless to get developed. So we are using the time.
Next week we should stream, and it'll be me showing you the ropes, and it can be like a new player tutorial for Star Citizen.
Awesome. I need to check. Yeah. I need to check if my computer can work perfectly with both things at the same time. I mean, the game and the OBS, because yesterday I was trying to stream Elite Dangerous with VR, and it was working when OBS was not open. But when I opened OBS to stream, it didn't work. So
yeah, I can stream it and record it, and then
cool.
I have a way to send you the video, and then
cool.
you can clip whatever you want.
Awesome. I think it's gonna work, but yeah, it's not a bad computer, but you never know. So yeah, we'll find a way. But I think it's gonna be good. Yesterday I did it in a way comparing games, comparing what we know of Startless and what we can find in Elite Dangerous, and I think it's a good way also to learn more about these kind of games and learn more about what we can find in Startless, because the team is obviously taking ideas from other games, right? So why not? We can do it.
And I do enjoy watching you stream in Spanish. I don't understand what you're saying most of the time, but it is very relaxing. I'm like, oh, he just killed someone.
Yeah, I was doing the first mission yesterday, my first bounty hunting mission. So I didn't know all the things, so I was like going slowly. Today I did, not on stream, not live, but I did 6 missions in the same time instead of only 1 or 2. But yeah, it's something that you have to learn. Yeah, but it's cool, and what I like is I just compare things and see what we can learn from this game or the other game, and then chatting with the people in the chat, or also with some friends by voice, on the voice channel.
Yeah, brother.
So yeah, subscribe and see you next time. Thanks for being here, everybody. See you.
Bye.